Well, I am very happy today. One, because I'm interviewing a very special person and a civil engineer colleague of mine that
Thanks.
you certainly got your qualification validated last year. And I don't know if you still remember, but I keep playing your audio on and on and on and on. I don't know if you, I think I'm going to embarrass you because this audio, it's I almost cry when I hear this audio. Let's see if I can.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry as well.
I think you will.
Responder, eu tô chorando de alegria aqui. Eles aprovaram meu diploma, graças a Deus, a minha validação, e aprovaram meus 2 anos de Austrália, mais 6 anos no Brasil. Meu Deus do céu, não tô aguentando de felicidade. Ai, meu Deus, obrigada, obrigada, obrigada. Eu não tenho nem como te agradecer. Nossa, muito obrigada. Se você não sabe o quanto que você me ajudou. Depois eu vou até escrever um depoimento no Facebook te agradecendo, porque, nossa, muito obrigada. Foi muito essencial. Foi muito essencial. Obrigada mesmo.
Yeah, sorry for that, Erica.
I'm crying already.
But I think it's well, I'm pretty sure that was one of the most emotional audios that I received from my students. I received a lot of messages and a lot of audios letting me know that you guys received the news, the good news from Engineers Australia. But when I listened to yours, oh yeah, you were crying. I was crying as well here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we know how hard it is, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
it's really hard to get this approval from them. They are really restrict with of all competencies and all stuff. So we know how hard it is.
not
So that's
easy.
why I'm emotionally person as well. But I think after I got this response from them, I like keep crying for 2 hours. Like you were the first person that I messaged because you were essential in this path. Like that's why I need to let Gerson know about it. So I record the audio and say I was crying, like I was, oh my gosh, I can't believe
I
it.
was so happy. I was so happy for you, Erica. So first of all, I would like to thank you very much, Erica, for your time. And before we start with the questions, I just like to ask you, just to kind of break the ice, just like to ask you, what were you doing back in Brazil? Yeah, just before you come into Australia, and what did you, what did you think when you decided to come to Australia? Yeah, if you can share that with us, please.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I was working in Brazil in a Jeep manufacturer, car manufacturer plant. And after this project finished, a lot of things was going on in Brazil. So I lost my job there. So I always was planning to do some exchange to learn English. And when I was working in Brazil, we are working together with American company.
Yeah.
So the people that working there and like knew speak English, they went to United States and I stayed in Brazil.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So after that, I decided to come to Australia to only learn English. And then when I got here, I fell in love and I said, I want to stay.
Yeah, it's difficult not to fall in love with Australia.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Very, very
like
easy.
like in the second week, I was decided to stay.
All
in the
right.
second week, I was living
Yeah,
here.
that quick.
Yeah.
And when you arrived here, did you arrive in what sort of status? Did you come as a student, or did you have a?
Yeah, I came as student visa. Yeah, I was holding student. I'm still holding student visa in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, and so doing all that very interesting life, studying, working,
Studying
saving money for the visa renewal,
for the
and
next
everything.
visa. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and the hard life in the beginning, like getting job and working 3 different jobs and get as money as you can to pay all the bills.
Yes. And when did you come? What year did you come here?
was October 2016.
October in 2016. Wow.
Yeah.
Almost, 4.5 years already.
Yeah, almost
Yeah.
5.
Almost 5. Time passes.
Yeah, the time goes fast.
Yeah. And how did you start thinking about validating your qualification as a civil engineer? Did you know
Yeah,
that you
when I
could?
did, yeah, I didn't know anything about it when I got here. I started to do a lot of research to find out how I can work as a civil engineer here.
Yeah.
So after I got a permanent job, something that I can like affordable more stuff.
Yeah.
So I decided, what can I do to become a civil engineer here?
Yeah.
So I found out how was the process to get a better visa as well.
Yeah.
So I found you.
All right. And,
Like
and,
your
and how did you
website.
find me?
Yeah, I found you on a friend of mine. She found you from Facebook, and then she
All right.
recommended you.
Okay.
Swelling. I don't know if you remember
So
her.
Ellen, yeah, she's
Yeah.
one of my students as well. Yeah.
Yeah, she was doing your mentoring,
Yeah.
and then she said he's really good. I think you should do, because you're gonna like get all the stuff clarified. And then I decided to do, and was the best thing that I did.
All right. I don't know why, but I'll
Yeah,
take your
I
word.
don't know why. Just because I got my validation.
Nah, you got because of your credits. I just give a little bit of push.
Yeah, but you helped out a lot, because in the beginning of the process, I was really confused. Like, how can I sort this? Like, I don't know. Like, what's gonna be my next step?
Yeah.
How I can make this clear for them? So, if you
And-
don't know exactly
Yeah.
what needs to be done, it's hard. It's really
Yeah,
hard to.
and it's very common. Yeah, for the other ones that are listening, and perhaps they're having the same problem. It is very common. You know, when you read the booklet, a lot of people say that the booklet has everything, and it does. But to understand everything and how to start, etc., some people they probably have a little bit, maybe they a bit easier for them to do it. For others, it's more difficult. When I did it, it took me almost 1 year until I do it, because didn't really have a lot of information as well.
Yeah, and also because English is not our first language.
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes, like, in my opinion, like, it's not that clear for me. No, they is right there, but it's not that clear. Like,
Yeah.
mainly for the all the competencies there. Like,
Oh,
okay, but when I applied this, I don't remember, you know. And
Yeah.
with your mentoring, for me, was like absolutely essential. Essential.
Now that's good that you enjoyed, and you certainly got really, and I keep saying that you are a very dedicated student, and I could see that
Thank
you're
you.
investing a lot of time and a lot of effort, and you are really determined to do it. So that's very
Yeah,
important,
thank-
because my mentoring, I'm just there to kind of try to guide people in how to do it and the right way to do it. But if you and others, they don't really have the determination to do it, then nobody can do it. Did you manage to kind of watch any contents, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah. Sometimes after she recommended you to me, I watched through YouTube some videos,
Yeah.
and I said, because I have to decide, like, what should I do? No, and then I made a research about yourself,
Uh-huh.
and then from YouTube I watch some videos and say, I think it's gonna be a good investment. It's amazing.
Yeah.
What you have done, Gerson, like, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like, people need know more about you. I recommend to all my friends, because it's essential. Because for us, it's hard. We started to do it, and then you have a lot of hard. It's hard to understand sometimes. Then you quit, and then you go again. And sometimes I message you sometimes saying, Gerson, I think I'm gonna quit. You said,
I
no, you're
remember.
so
I
close.
remember those times.
Yeah, you are so close. Don't like.
Yeah,
and
you're
this
so close.
help us. Yeah,
Yeah.
this help us keep going. Because
Yeah.
it's too much pressure. Like, there's a lot of things going on, and need to invest time on this as well. It's not easy to find time to do everything. So it was essential for me. It was essential.
Obviously, you attended my workshops, and then you saw that I opened a group for my mentoring program. And what was your biggest fear just before joining my online mentoring program?
That was my fear. Like, I was investing money, and I thought I need to invest money in this and get this done and approved. And I was thinking, should I invest this money if I couldn't do it, if I couldn't finish? Maybe this mentoring would be enough for I finish this project, and definitely was.
Yeah. And then I went back to my records, and I saw that the day that you purchased my mentoring was on the 9th of October 2019. You were there in front of my website, and then you probably read my content, and then there was a button there, buy now. What did make you kind of click on that button?
I'm gonna get my certification validate now. For me was definitely because I need to finish this, and I was take a bit of time.
Yeah.
And I thought, I think it's the best option to invest money on this to get this done. I need to finish this.
Yeah.
So after I get this perception, I say I'm gonna do this, finish this, and because in that time was a lot of things happened in my life.
Yeah.
So I thought, it's the right time. If I invest money and don't invest time, it's important you invest time. You need to have a routine, Yeah. And then I thought, no, I'm gonna get this done because it's gonna be only.
I can say that at that moment.
1 month.
Because are you a good procrastinator or a bad procrastinator?
I'm good one. One.
Like me, professional.
Yeah, I'm good one.
That time was probably the moment that you left your procrastination to the side and decide, now I'm going to do it.
Yeah, because I'm investing money on it.
Yeah, that's certainly a good motivation. Yeah, you don't want to lose because it's hard to earn money. And you don't want to invest on something and then you don't do anything with that. Yeah.
That's the point. It's really important.
After you participate in the mentoring, at that time we had those live classes, and the classes kept recorded, and you could access the classes and everything, all the material. Do you think did it change before and after you actually did the classes and with the mentoring?
100% changed a lot. And the good thing that you have all the classes recorded. I was all the time checking that.
All right, so you're a good student.
Because for example, for the competencies, sometimes I wasn't getting like exactly what the meaning of some competencies. So I was checking that to see how you were explaining the examples that you always provide. So for me, it was essential because say, I did this. I remember that I did this. And then you can address another paragraph.
Yeah, that's one of the difficult parts. What examples to use to address those competencies? Because those 16 competencies, and then, all right, should I use this example in what competency? Competency 1.1, 2.3, whatever. Yeah. Okay.
When you provide real examples, you can match the information that you have with your experience. So it's easier to match and address competencies.
Were you trying to prepare your CDR and writing your career episodes before?
Before I did your mentoring, I was trying by myself. That's why Swelling recommend you. I was talked to her and said, I don't know how I even start. And then I start to writing, saying I don't know if it's right. And then I went to I always checking the booklet. Sounds good, but I don't know. Always I was like not sure if I was doing right or not.
Mm-hmm.
And after I got the first classes of your mentoring, I said, I need to do all again because it's
I
not
had to redo it.
objective. Yeah, I redo it and wasn't good at all.
Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot.
Yeah, because you don't know the requirements. You don't know how it needs to be done the right way. You don't know. So I was like looking at the booklet and I was trying to do, but wasn't the right way. Was totally unclear.
And you know, Erica is not new to you because not just with you, because it happened to me as well. I think I did like 5 or 6 times each career episode, because every time I was writing towards the end, that's not good. Just kind of going to the rubbish and start everything again. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah. And you need to choose the right experience that you have to write. It's not that easy, you know.
No.
All these count, you know. All these count. It's not only right and that's it. That is all. You have a lot of tricks in little pieces to do the right way.
And I remember that after you submitted your application, that you let me know that Engineers Australia ended up asking you to provide some documents, extra documents, and then you were asking me, Harrison, but they're just asking me these documents. They're not asking about my reports. Do you think they still going to ask to fix the reports or something? Something like that.
I was worried about it. You calmed me down because I was thinking maybe they only want the documents, because when they finish to assess all my CDR, probably they're gonna come up with some question about the episodes. And I was thinking that only just to provide the documentation previously, you know. But after you said, no, Erica, I think it's only the documentation. I think that with the episodes are all good. And I say, probably yes. So after
when they ask for feedback, usually they just ask once. So if they haven't asked, for example, for you to rewrite your career episodes or to add more information in your career episodes and summary statement, then they were not going to ask anymore, because you just pay slips and those sort of things that you had to provide.
And good that I could provide everything, and they approved all my experience. Was a lot.
Yeah, that's excellent. If you could give a hint to somebody that it is in the engineering qualification validation process and is with the same difficulties that you had, what would that hint be? What would you advise to other engineers?
The first one, do your mentoring. The first thing, obviously, I swear, because make your life easier and all the competencies clear to write. And the second thing, be organized.
Yes.
Because sometimes here in Australia, you work a lot. You say, I'm so tired to do it. I'm gonna do tomorrow, and then keep going. Like do 10 minutes. 15 minutes per day. Oh no, weekdays I cannot do. Weekends, so I'm gonna do 1 hour, 2 hours.
Yes.
Like needs to be organized and focused. Otherwise, you cannot get it.
No, I keep saying that the success of the validation usually is 80% organization and planning, and then 20% doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and sometimes we get tired to do it. For example, I was in one of my episodes was really hard to do it. I was almost decorating all the episodes. So what I do, I'm gonna move to the next one. So you forget about that one and move to the next one, and then go back. I was doing like this because otherwise you never finished.
You never finish. No, it's like when you get stuck, then all right. Give it a pause, move to the next one, fresh set of thinking, and then after a day or two, you go back and then you resume. What does it mean for you now that you have your qualification validated?
Yeah, the most important thing that I can work as engineer here in Australia, because a lot of companies, they require this validation for you work for the companies. I would like to build a career here, and to get this is essential. Is essential. If you are, but I'm working in a small company, it doesn't matter. It's essential. It's essential for you. Open a lot of opportunities for you.
Yes, certainly there's a lot of the market, although there's a lot of work for engineers, but the market is very competitive. And when you're applying for jobs, if you don't really have your qualification validated, it's very difficult even to get an interview.
Yeah, mainly for government projects. So that's why, like, when you get this validation done, you need to add this in your resume. It's gonna get a lot of calls, I'm sure.
Yes. No, yes, certainly. Thank you very much, Erica. I appreciate your time and congratulations again. You more than deserve it, and I'll be here just wishing you very good luck in your migration process. I know that you're working hard to get all your points for you to be able to apply for a permanent visa, and I hope that one day I can go and I can congratulate you in your Australian citizenship one day.
I hope so. We are fine for this. We are in this path.
Yes, yeah, that's probably the ultimate objective or your dream. Yeah, now that you want to stay here.
And thank you for your support. It was essential for me. It was essential.
No, that's okay, Erica. You've got all the competencies and skills. Everything that you did was yourself. One that's very important. I just kind of showed you the right way to do it. Yeah,
but helped a lot, and you are like doing a great work in this project. I appreciate this. Is amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Erica. I hope that your parents, they can watch this interview a little bit later on. And I'm pretty sure that they are very proud of you.
Yeah, thank you, Jefferson. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
All right, then. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Erica.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
See ya. You too. Bye-bye.